How's it going, everyone? We're here for another Rust update, and this update is 10 years. That's right, Rust has been around 10 years. It's the 10th anniversary celebration, and it is just crazy the game has been around that long. Now, we have quite a bit of stuff to cover, talking-wise, but not a whole lot to show you, so let's kind of tear through it quickly. One new thing, industrial pipes have 4 new colors, and if you hold down your wheel, you see now... This is supposed to be orange. So you'll see we select orange and then it's blue. Now this is fixed on the live version of the game, but as I'm doing this video, it's not working. So pretend that's orange, but yeah, you now have teal, pink, purple, and orange right here. So that is a nice little addition to those. Then for the celebration of the event, there's 2 special items that will be here that are free to craft for you during this event. So if you go to crafting, you can type in Pinata. You'll see the Pinata is requiring a workbench level 1 and 500 wood. And then you've got the Confetti cannon, and it's gonna be 75 wood, 5 gunpowder, and a workbench level 1. And yeah, basically once you have it, you're going to want to basically beat this Pinata to death, and I didn't even get myself a melee weapon, so, you know, let's beat it with a paddle. I feel like that's always fun. There we go. And boom, and oh, it drops some low grade and tuna. So yeah, it'll just drop some random kind of low tier stuff. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely a fun little thing. And then with the confetti cannons, there you go. They can shoot off confetti. It's definitely a fun little thing. And they do have multiple blasts. So that's cool as well. So yeah, just a fun little thing to be messing around with there. And yeah, we've got the little pinatas for some fun. So along with that, we have some pretty awesome quality of life stuff. One of the main things, you can now pick up the car lifts. Man, that's just something that just really needed to be done. Then drones will now actually show their ID in your inventory. So if you name them, you'll know what they are, you know, whatever idea you give to it. So if you have multiple drones, you won't have to put them down to figure out which is which is really nice. Then the painting UI has had a huge overhaul. You now have paintbrush, eraser, color picker, color palettes, sizing, spacing, opacity, multiple different types of brush effects. Then you've got your save current image, save the sign to continue editing, reset the camera position, toggle lighting, toggle chat so you can still talk while you're making a painting. All of this is just absolutely amazing. So very cool for anyone that loves doing art in Rust. And that's with anything that has a paintable UI. Alright, and there is one other big change before we move on. There is the oil rig radiation. So oil rigs, yeah, they now have radiation on them. So exactly 1 year ago, the respawn delay for oil rigs was 30 minutes to an hour, but people would camp it and everything. You know how all that stuff goes. So now it has this big old radiation danger zone that will come on. Alarms will sound, and they'll let you know from the danger and what it is. Heavy scientist or radiation starting, you'll hear which it is, and boom, it is time to get off of there, because it will be death radiation, just like cargo ship. So yeah, this is definitely a very interesting change. I'm very curious to see how people will feel about. They've also fixed some SPS problems with the tugboat. Hot air balloon had a lot of issues where people were falling through or out of it. That should be fixed. Heli crates have been remodeled. So if you check out the heli crate, they actually look like an elite crate now that's on fire, which I think is really, really neat. Explosive ammo has been bugged for quite a while, and that is actually now fixed as well. The sun used to be square, it is now properly round. If you go into here under controls, there is a search option now. So if you're trying to find a specific binding, like let's say, I don't know, pets, boom, there you go. You type it in and it comes up. Makes it nice and easy for you right there. Then another thing, when hitting ore nodes, you know how sometimes you have to crouch to get the sweet spot? Well, they've improved the distance at which you have to swing at the sweet spots, and it shouldn't be a thing anymore. You should be able to just walk around, hit the node, and not have to crouch and finagle it. And then lastly, bandages can be used to revive a friend that is down, and it will give them a small amount of HP. So lots of stuff that is actually very cool quality of life things. So with that, we have a couple of other things that have been added into the game legacy-wise for the 10th year anniversary. And the first thing is going to be the Legacy Bow Skin. This one's in the shop, and you can actually go ahead and pick it up. It will be marketable and tradable. And if you check out my skin video, we have a little more details on showing it on there. Then with that, we also have the Legacy Furnace skin. As you can see, it's not any different in size than the real furnace. Looks a little bulkier, but honestly, you can still fit 3 in the same kind of space. And we just have it kind of for the comparison there. Otherwise, it's a regular furnace, but looks like it's made just like the old Legacy one. And it just brings me back quite a bit. Definitely really love the look of this. And it's free. So all you have to do is play 3 hours of Rust this month, and this thing will just drop on into your inventory for free. So at least 3 hours starting from the update going forward until the end of the month. Boom, free. So there's that. And yeah, it's just real nice to kind of see the legacy items, you know, pop in. Now we also have another free legacy item that's staying in the game forever, and it's a new shotgun. The M4 from Legacy has been brought back. That's right, you've got the Benelli shotgun. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is in all its beautiful glory. Do a little reload in there. Now this puppy, if you look at its stats, damage is 168, accuracy 7, recoil 14, fire rate 200, and the range is 88. This is meant to be a high range shotgun. So see what you want to do with that there. But you can really kind of see the range with it once we pop some incense shells in here. That's some crazy range. And imagine that with a slug. So, yeah. That is just, that's a thing. Now, also, people are going to say, are those glow sights? They aren't glow sights, but it does kind of have like a little sight going on, which I think is pretty nice. Now, this thing isn't craftable, and it can be found in all the high-tier loot crates that you can find all the other uncraftable weapons as well. So there we have that one. Then we have the return of the Legacy Shelter. This is also a new item that is an old item that will be staying forever. So if we go ahead and go into crafting, you can type in shelter, and you'll see right here, whoa, it's not a confetti cannon. Hello? I favorited it, and then it just like disappeared on me. The classic shit shack, a great starter base for any fresh spawn. 600 wood, 30 seconds to craft, blah blah blah. It has its own door and key lock that's attached to it. If you should wish, you can remove the lock and add a code lock should you share this with another person. And people can pretty much jump around and see what's in there, just like the old shit shack. You can definitely see what's kind of going on inside. But anything that can be placed on the ground can be placed in here. So, weapon rack. I got a little small box, a campfire, a furnace, and a bench. Now, do keep in mind, these things will, of course, decay. So, you can't really leave this thing forever, and obviously there's no TC in it because you can't actually put a TC down straight on the ground. It has to be on a foundation. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that is really nice. They decay very fast as long as the door isn't interacted with. So if the door is constantly being opened, it will not decay. But once the door starts to not be opened with, it will start to decay. I think someone has to use a key or someone with the ownership at least once a day for it to not disappear. So there it is. And if they're placed within a tool cupboard radius, they'll just work the same as anything else that's in a tool cupboard radius. So if you place them within your own walls or base, they're just going to stay there. But if you're putting them in someone else's, they will decay if you don't interact with them. They can be repaired with a hammer using wood. So yeah, there is that. There's a little help, please. up there too, which is funny. But yeah, Legacy Shelter. This is gonna be very interesting. This thing added a lot way back when, and I can't wait to see all those kind of interactions happen again. And yeah, it's just one of those things that I think is very, very fun. But we also have a few other things going on, so let's get to that. Alright, so next up we have the Twitch Rivals Desk, and this is part of Support a Streamer. If you don't know what that is, we'll actually pop up a little thing for you to listen to here right afterwards explaining how it works. But basically this is a computer station skin, and if you go ahead and give 2 subs or subscribe 2 separate subs to anybody streaming Rust actively, this will give you a code which you can redeem in Steam to get this skin. And it's definitely a really cool computer station skin. It's the only computer station skin that exists. So very, very cool. Definitely love the idea of that one. So let's check out how it works. Alright guys, so we do have one more skin for you that's starting today, and it's this Support a Streamer skin. It starts today at, well, started at 7 GMT, and it goes until 2300 GMT on the end of the month, on the 31st. And basically what you do is you go to any streamer who is streaming Rust, and you give them the equivalent of 2 subs. So you give them 2 subs, gift them 2 subs, whatever it may be, and you will get yourself this computer station skin, which is pretty spiffy. So I mean, pretty straightforward. Log into your Twitch account, visit someone streaming Rust, and while they're live streaming, purchase a cumulative of 2 subscriptions of any tier. Prime subs do not count, so no free subs. It has to be actual money. And then you go to your redeem page, and there should be a code that you get, and then you redeem that in your Steam account. And there you go. That's it. Nice and simple. The code can only be redeemed once, and replacement codes can't be issued, and blah blah blah. So, you know, there's all that. Alright, last but not least, guys, we do have a new skin in the shop, and it is a building skin. It is the Frontier or Legacy building skin. It's officially called Frontier, but honestly, it is the Legacy wood. That's what it was made after. And man, it just looks absolutely great. It has the randomized kind of outside planking, just like it did in Legacy. Look, the roofs are even kind of random looking. It's just really, really fun. And yeah, they just did a really good job on bringing this kind of look back. You can just Legacy it all up this way. And of course, it's going to be the same price as the other building skins. And if we go ahead and cruise on over here, we'll just check out all the different pieces, just kind of cruise by them. You can get a more detailed look at this in my skin video if you go and check that out. But there we have it, everyone. So 10th anniversary. Go have some fun. Go check out some stuff. Go put down a shit shack and give someone some trouble, or donate to your favorite streamer and get an awesome skin. Play 3 hours, get yourself a Legacy furnace. There's all sorts of stuff going on. But that's going to do it, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll be having some more information. We have Twitch Rivals coming up. Look for a video coming out, I believe, either tomorrow or Monday. I'll be posting that one. And then we also have Rust Christmas event coming up on the 16th. So as we get closer to that, I'll have a Christmas update video for you. And there's going to be a Twitchmas event where we'll have some Twitchmas skins as well. So tune in for that. I'll cover all that with videos as we get closer to it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay rusty.